I'm Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL. Caliber 6 miles away.
We need
6 miles away.
we need the Valor Theft guys to check in on this dude. Here we have the White House press secretary Tyler Oliveira doing unimaginably brave journalism. Okay, Tyler Oliveira, for those of you who do not know, is famous for I went to the city where they banned cops, or videos like I went to the city where heroin is legal.
I'm pretty sure he has a video where he goes to Gay City and they force him to twerk.
Yeah, they beat his ass because he doesn't twerk hard.
I think he has one called like I went to the zombie town or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's every video.
Most
like
of
every American.
most of his videos revolve around that for the most part. But anyway, let's take a look
this is kind of like what people were joking, like Mr. Beast is the Antichrist. I don't think that. But this is like how the modern day Hitler would get started. Like this is kind of the form and function.
Well, let's see what this brilliant journalist had to say about, or what the people he interviewed had to say about who they're voting for president.
He'll keep white people safe. He'll make the Jews come back to life.
What are your thoughts on Biden?
Ew, no. Oh my God.
I have compassion for the guy. You know, where's his wife? Where's everybody else that should be looking after him?
Bring Obama back. Trump is a criminal, is a very sick person.
He's a liar.
What are your thoughts on January 6th?
They were sadly trying to destroy democracy.
Biden's son going to jail.
Honestly, in my opinion, we don't have enough immigrants in this country.
Nosotros no tenemos papeles, no tenemos trabajo y no tenemos más hambre. Y aquí estamos, gracias a él, nos ayuda.
You had to be sick to vote for Biden.
Whoever moves first is gay.
Oh, the classic.
The presidential election,
throw that in
November
there.
5th. I hit the streets of major cities all across America with one simple question.
Who are you voting for?
Dude, that's so much staying power on that meme, dude. Like, it's so good. Okay, let's see this.
If Donald Trump does not win, what do you do?
I hope that I'm going to die.
Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world.
Starting in New York City, with Trump's recent felony convictions taking place in his own city, and a new home to countless migrants who just illegally crossed the border, who do New Yorkers think can best solve America's problems?
Immigrants are in New York for the first time ever.
There is nothing funnier than this dude. Whenever we talk about Tyler Oliveira, I have to do this.
Yeah.
And just show you, like, before he went, I investigate the most dangerous city in America, the murder capital of America.
It's always a black guy that he uses.
Yeah,
well,
he used to do this.
Yeah.
I built a secret water park using only a fork.
Yeah, he was like one step removed from those those weird children's videos where the hacker told us that we have to help the game master.
Yeah.
And you can see like his font is the same font as Mr. Beast, so he was trying so hard to just do whatever stuck.
But he preempted Mr. Beast's political turn, which is actually it's jumping forward. What is
him trying to be Mr. Beast and like not quite getting there? That is like Hitler not making it as an artist, you know?
Yeah. Can you bench press 1,000 pounds underwater? Like, he was doing so much fun stuff.
Yeah, famously harder to lift weights underwater.
Yeah. I drove across all the United States in a straight line, running for 24 hours straight challenge. Like, he was doing like physical fitness stuff, and now he's just like.
When did the switch happen?
Yeah, when did he decide?
I think famously the first one is not
must be I exposed.
I investigated Ohio's toxic wasteland. That's his like foray into politics, and he's like, "Damn, this shit kind of slaps."
Thumbnail for obesity.
Yeah.
I went to the most obese city in America. Yeah, that's perfect. I investigated Hitler's death. No Jews allowed.
Hitler, everyone knows that's your house now. He's not trying very hard to hide. You're the only guy we know who would have that sign.
Yeah, he then, like, I think when he realized like these things were banging and they were not like
Yeah, when you got the 9th city of real life zombies.
Yeah, I think that's when he was like,
all
oh, it's
gone
a
from
turning
there.
point. Because he hadn't hit like that number ever before. I don't think he was like doing really well for himself. But then after that, every video is that. I investigated a city where you legally must own a gun. I investigated the city made of trash. Interviewed the most racist man in America and agreed with him. I investigated the city that made being gay illegal. The city where only criminals live. City that traps homeless people forever. Investigated a city where old people are sent to die. Investigated underground city of mole people.
Oh, I remember the mole video. That was incredible.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, he goes to like this tunnel system that's in Las Vegas, and it's just like, you know, like people, like deeply poor people. And he's like, I think they're casting a spell on me.
Oh yeah, and then he duked it out. The next top 3 performing videos on my channel, literally Mr. Beast clone videos. Lol, boyboy officials just needed to DM me if he needed YouTube advice. For boyboy, he said, who would have thought exploiting homeless people was way more lucrative than being a Mr. Beast clone? And then because they made a video to which you responded with, I stand corrected. It's good to know you're exploiting homeless people for passion, not just for money.
It's good. It's good.
That's an all-time banger for you. Don't be humble.
I haven't posted anything since then.
Yeah, that is literally
immense performance.
10,000 on a reply. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is unironically your greatest.
That's called, you know, going platinum in the replies.
Yeah.
Oh.
So good. Anyway, getting back to it, let's see what he's cooking up now.
Trump, question for you, sir. Whoa!
Hey, 73, you pathetic mother.
Quit tweaking, man. Who you voting for? Oh, shoot! What do you want right now?
I want to vote you, mother.
Problem.
Suck my.
What do you think, dude?
Why would you ever say what the problem back to a man who's like tweaking?
Like this guy who's like probably lived outside for 30 years. And is like schizophrenic and like on like sub meth. And you're like, what's your problem? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was being rude.
Is that a faux pas?
I don't know why I push people away.
Why did I do that? I'm sorry.
I get nervous when I meet new people.
He's gonna snap him back to react.
Biden, porque no sé, su ideología es como más, a mí me parece mejor.
¿De dónde eres?
De Venezuela. Trump.
Why?
Whoa.
Because he's not an idiot. Biden's an idiot.
Trump. Para bien o para mal, el gobierno republicano es el que hecho siempre grande América.
My dude, yes. My favorite, dude.
Latino Luigi.
No, dude. Latino Trump voters are unironically my favorite type of voter. It's unparalleled, dude.
No, the one is the Turkish guy who just made it across the border.
That guy's awesome. That one is incredible.
We'll stop.
That one is incredible, especially because like literally last week Turks were marching in Germany. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Turks were marching in Germany with Turkish flags, speaking in Turkish, chanting in Turkish, no more immigrants. No more refugees. Just so it's perfect assimilation. It's once again. Oh, it's so good. Oh, this is the Turkish man. Oh, 3 groups of Latino Trump supporters. Okay, well, this is a 46-second TikTok. We don't have time. We're watching peak journalism. Okay.
Are you on meth right now?
Look at me, you sick mother.
He's not wrong though. He is a sick mother.
No. This guy's actually a VP at Goldman Sachs. This is just like a natural reaction to seeing Tyler Oliveira. After Tyler Oliveira got out of there, he was like, "Oh, what? Oh,
yeah, time to go to Sweet Green."
Oh, he's kissing my daughter at the
Yeah, he's still going. ¿Cuántos años, meses vivir aquí?
Vengo llegando, una semana.
¿Una semana?
Sí.
1 week. New York, bien or no?
New York, excellent.
Okay, welcome to America. Bienvenidos. I noticed the hat. Do you think is Israel play any role in your votes? What are you thinking?
I noticed the hat. Yeah, dude,
he's a journalist,
bro. He did the Jewish tunnels video, and he was just like, dude, he's just straight up like, you know, he doesn't dial it back at all. Like, I don't know how else to say. I saw your little hat.
I love this. Is I thought that like this guy was wearing a hat and took it off.
Yeah, that's
until
what I
realized.
No, he's talking. He's like you're.
This guy looks like Jewish Chud Jack.
Trump is much better for Israel.
Okay. Are we witnessing the reddening of New York?
I hope so.
Okay.
It's a New York I can live in. It's getting red. It's getting there. New York's getting red.
It's been really hard up until now.
Guy in a suit.
Well, Trump
It's
did.
been so dude, I lived in New York 7 years. I barely survived there. It's so hard to be
the
Jewish
anti-Semitism
there.
out of control
It's
in New York.
Nowhere harder to be
The
Jewish
largest-
than fucking New York.
Or Los Angeles.
Yeah,
the two largest like Jewish cities on the planet, like literally higher number of Jewish people live in New York and Los Angeles than like most cities in Israel. Okay.
Dude, living in Manhattan like I did, that was like being a straight man who can't twerk in Gay City.
Yeah. Did you see that this actually is important because Donald Trump and the Republican Party coming up, the Republican National Convention is going to happen next week, and Donald Trump and the Republican Party finally released their agenda, and it was like a 15-point plan or something, and one of them is, well, first it's like America first, obviously, and then one of the 15 points is literally deport everyone that supports Hamas, which is like, yeah, America first, unless you hurt Israel's feelings, and then we will deport you.
And also, like, what does it mean to support Hamas? Like, presumably, like, Hamas, like, if you donate money to Hamas as an American, you're going to prison. But do they mean if you have, like, a foam finger that's like, go Hamas?
Number one.
Yeah.
Like,
T-shirt
could they deport me? I would
You got a
probably
foam
buy
finger?
one. Well,
Yeah.
I'm commissioning one.
Well, I'll buy one if you.
If I catch you with a green headband, dude, you're out of here.
So
Are people pissed off or what?
people are pissed off. We need to change
What are your
things.
thoughts on the convictions?
You know, it's a witch trial. There's bigger problems to fry in New York. Whole
Okay.
city's falling apart. I've been here.
My favorite is like blue city, like deep blue district Republicans are the most insane fascists in this
Oh, yeah.
country. Like bar none.
That
Like
Trump's real base.
Yeah, the average Republican living in like Arkansas, whose father is a Republican and his grandfather's a Republican, so he's a Republican, is infinitely more normal than a New York Republican. Okay,
Yeah.
they are so Hitlerian.
The first place I lived in New York was I rented a pull-out sofa in this insane woman's living room. This insane old woman. She was like, this is in 2015. This is like the first Trump supporter I met like face to face, and she was just every day the most vile shit about like immigrant hordes and black people and shit.
Yeah,
And I met a lot of like when we were in just over the years of the Trump presidency, we went to the South. We were in DC during inauguration, and I met like, cowboy hat guys, and they were way more normal. They were way more chilled out than her.
My favorite genre of like New York right wingers are the people who just like film people selling fruit on the subway and expect that everyone watching is going to be like, "What?
Yeah.
Fresh fruit
yeah.
in New York."
I love the contrived reasons people get for like getting mad at that, where they're like, "What if they shit in it?" It's like I'm sure they did that.
Yeah.
Famously hard to see shit on fruit.
No, yeah, they see tahini and they think it's poopy. It's just it goes along with the invasion narrative. It's not like people that are trying to make a living and find a better future for themselves. It's just like they're invading collectively. Yeah. Like they're coming over here to take advantage of our robust welfare state.
They heard about healthcare.gov. They're excited to go through 16 different PHP pages so they can pay $900 a month for 3 checkups every 10 years.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Since the 80s, and this is the worst I've seen it. So wait, locked in on me.
He said it's the worst he's seen New York since the 80s. By the way, like, no, dude. Objectively, that is untrue. As far as crime,
9/11.
As far as crime goes, well, that's not even what I was talking about. Like, crime rates have plummeted in comparison to the 80s consistently every year over year. But
Like New York in the 70s and 80s was like legitimately like unsafe.
Yeah.
Like it's insane that he thinks that.
Yeah.
Trump or Biden? Biden. The other guy sucks.
Any way you look at it, it's going to be
We're screwed either way?
screwed.
Excuse me, Trump or Biden? Biden.
Trump. I would say Trump.
What policies are you concerned with right now?
Immigration, financial,
Swing voter.
just general regulation and direction of the country.
What are your thoughts on inflation?
Killing people once again at that same level. Groceries, energy.
Think the average person can survive out here in New York?
That's a good question, bro. What do you mean? What are your thoughts on inflation?
Your thoughts on murder?
Yeah.
I love how like the guy 2 guys ago, the like major Trump supporter guy, he asked him questions and he answered directly like a Trump supporter would, and he's like, bro, he locked in on me. And it's like, you asked him those questions.
Yeah.
He like Tyler, like, even if he wasn't doing videos where he's like, you know, I found the most homeless man alive and I tortured him, he just has such like a annoying affect.
Yeah. That annoying affect works so perfectly though for what he's doing now, which is like being a reactionary charlatan.
Financially these days?
The average person.
Yeah.
Are you looking
Not
for the
living
vape?
here if you don't
No,
have
I was just
quite a bit of money.
How you doing, man? Who are you voting for? Presidente. Who are you voting for? Oh, you know.
he's back. I love this.
This is right now, New York, we've got more Trump than Biden.
I think that's the way to go. I mean,
He's awesome.
He just doesn't stop voting.
Yeah, he's doing an invasion every time.
It's the tarnished eater.
Yeah.
everybody kind of has similar views when it comes to what they want right now, and it's definitely lower gas prices and everything else that comes with it. So, yeah.
Did you vote last election?
Yeah, I unfortunately voted for Biden.
Do you regret that decision?
100%.
What are your thoughts on the migrant situation here in New York right now?
You see people everywhere. It's like a lot of them are getting stuck in hotels and whatnot now, and it's like I think they should just hurry up and like build some new like spots for them already. You know, knowing this country.
Election is a camp or something.
No, I don't think he's saying that. I think
he's got a good answer.
I think he's actually being like, yeah, build some fucking homes, let
Build
them
some
work.
houses,
Like it's so stupid to just like trap them in hotels.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, sorry, you have to be in limbo, which is such a big L from the Biden administration. Like, I not to get serious about policy for a second, but like a normal person, like a remotely competent administrator is supposed to immediately throw Governor Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis in prison for like human trafficking. And then after that, reallocate federal funds to these places so they can do like some form of immediate like work program or integration program and start finding ways of I don't know, maybe using like eminent domain or whatever to like, you know, take over housing that's that's vacant.
I mean, like one of, you know, people very broadly, you know, see all American institutions as like always inherently like more inefficient and backwards compared to like, you know, Western European liberal democracies. That's true in a lot of places, like as far as like utilities or like healthcare or shit like that. But one thing where we are kind of like less than the EU or the UK is immigration in some ways.
Well, it's changing
like,
now.
It's right. Like it historically has been easier for immigrants to like assimilate in American society and like become a part of it, you know, as opposed to like France or somewhere like that. But of course, that's like the one institution we're changing to be more like Europe.
Yeah.
We're making it way shittier, way more expensive, way more just worse for everyone in every way.
And there's no like mechanism of advocacy for like why we can't let anyone else take advantage of our programs because we have no programs. Like there's no social safety nets. Like, you know, in Europe, the weirdo nationalists will be like, oh, well, they're taking advantage of our healthcare, right?
Yeah.
Like America doesn't even have that.
I found out about a thing that you guys had that I didn't know about the other day. I was standing in front of Ralph's and this guy came up to me and he's like, you want a phone? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, if you're with...
you were sitting on the ground.
Because I was sitting on the ground. Maybe he thought I was homeless. But he was like, if you're with Medi-Cal, apparently you get a free phone. I was like, that's kind of cool. But I know that existed?
No.
But no one talks about that.
Obama phones?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Obama phones.
Obama phones were a huge issue in like on the 2009 racist internet. Anytime, you know, but even before Twitter, if you saw like a clip of a crime being committed, you could always find at least 3 people going, oh, and I bet they were recording it on their Obama phones.
Yeah, they're recording the crime themselves. While they're
on their Obama. It was like CCTV, and they're like, what do you know? Recorded on a Obama phone that's 20 feet in the air and stationary.
Medicaid will give you a phone and a tablet and discount internet. That's pretty sick. I didn't know that.
That's great. Cool. Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Should we drink now? Did he just
pay this guy to like follow him
See if we
around?
got the juke.
That's I
Say
it
first.
crossed my mind.
No, I probably don't.
Jesus Christ. He's unhinged. Are you voting for Trump or Biden this year?
Trump all the way.
Okay, tell me why.
Because he's the best, he's the most aggressive, he's the smartest. Against any other opposition, I would take him, but forget about Biden. It's sad to see him. The man is sick and he doesn't belong there. We're not a democracy anymore. And those.
Bro, you're just as sick.
No, he's better at talking than Biden.
Biden, if Biden got to this point in the conversation with Tyler Oliveira, he would be like, you cheated on me.
And then he go, anyway. That's my favorite, when he just like stops himself.
Dude, he doesn't even do that anymore. It used to be, like in 2020, he would go, and another thing, when you used to be, when you had a guy who couldn't solve the, I shouldn't have said that. And it was like, that was already weird to see like the president do that or a presidential candidate, but he doesn't even do that anymore. He gets to that point where he used to say, I shouldn't say that, and he just stops.
Yeah, it's like the air runs out and he can't take another breath.
No, it's like there's a moment of cognition where he like recognizes that he's you know he's trailing along and he's up again, and he's like, oh man, I did it again.
Those folks think that the democracy has a problem, and they're the ones who have a problem with democracy. They're writing executive orders, they're jumping around the Congress, that's the people's house, the legislature.
Wait.
They put a bounce house in Congress?
Wait, he's saying that the Biden administration is like overstepped its executive authority? Like, that is literally like the pivotal Republican strategy. Anyway. Okay.
Do you think?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna talk about abortion.
Oh,
it's just like the one time that they could have, overstepped to do something like wildly popular. They're just like,
or student loan debt relief. Student loan debt relief. It's like
the thing.
He's like, the Supreme Court. He's like, I can't do it.
It's like he won't do any of that stuff because he's like, then people will like say I'm doing too many executive orders. And you just talk to the average Republican and they're like, he's doing executive orders all the time. I hate him.
Yeah, it was like when I remember a couple years back when they did a messaging bill against socialism. Do you remember that? There was a messaging bill, and like everybody voted on it. Like everybody was like, "Yeah, we're against." So every Democrat voted on it, and it's like, dude, they think you're a socialist, you idiot.
Yeah,
like you voting on this messaging bill is not going to convince them. It's just only telling them, yeah, socialism is bad. Actually,
it's the same thing as that bill where it's like, it's just like a non-binding statement. Anti-Semitism is anti-Zionism. Vice versa.
Yeah,
it's like it doesn't matter if you vote for that. They're just say that about you.
Yeah,
supposed to be making those kind of calls, how to spend our money. They have the purse strings, and yet the Democrats are finding ways around it. They're criticizing the Supreme Court. They're not practicing.
They're criticizing the
what
Supreme
it is to be
Court.
an American. And they're certainly not.
This guy was alive at a time when he was criticizing the Supreme Court, when they, Brown v. Board of Education, like his ass was like, Supreme Court's making this a racial jungle. Back then, he probably aligned with Biden though.
This guy he's like a liberal straw man. He's the only Republican voter on earth who's like, I'm against the Democrats because they have no decorum and they're against norms.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the guy. That is the one guy that Biden is trying to win over.
And he hates him.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm gonna.
This is a New York Times subscription, like reader. You know what I mean? Oh man,
practicing what a democracy is.
You gonna vote for Trump or Biden this year?
I think we're screwed. I think Trump's got it.
Oh shit! Why do you lock in on us? What?
Because you told him to fuck off.
Hey, NYPD, can you do something? This guy's tweaking. He's been chasing us down. This guy right here. Can you do anything? I can't do.
You hear the crooked media say, "Oh, he's sharper now than he ever was. He's sharp. He's fine."
Crooked media. He loves the Paw Johns.
I love listening to Pod Save the UK, especially.
Do you think he has the mental faculties to be the president of the United States?
Absolutely not. And it's sad to see, you know, I mean, as much as I am totally against all of his policies, I was from the start, I have compassion for the guy. You know, where's his wife? Where's everybody else that should be looking after him, concerned about his well-being, you know? Biden has, you know, there's no way. What can he do against Trump? Trump is sharp, he's fast, he knows names, he knows statistics, and he's passionate. He's, I think, the most patriotic we have in this country. He doesn't need it. What does he need this for?
You tell me.
He's a multi-billionaire. He could do whatever he wants to do, but he decides that he wants to see what he can do to straighten out this country.
I feel like Biden's not really doing too much. At one point, I really hated Trump. I'm not going to lie. I was scared of what he would do when he was the president. But it looks like Trump is more promising than Biden right now.
Trump is complicated and he get a lot of bad, you know, it's kind of criminal, man.
If he was not a felon, would you vote for him?
No, I mean, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm voting for Biden.
Okay. RFK?
Yeah.
Why do you like RFK? It's one of the first people we've heard.
The first RFK supporter he's found.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I want to know. Oh,
I also did something terrible
in 1975. Yeah, I love RFK. He's so honest. Like when he came out of the gate swinging about how he was like besties with Jeffrey Epstein. I really respect a man of integrity like that.
What was RFK's response to that? Was something insane where he's like, look, I've probably been friends with people even worse than him.
Yeah, dude, he was doing archaeological digs. Like he had to do it with him. Okay.
Seems straightforward. Wants to get us out of forever wars. He doesn't represent the establishment as much as the other two candidates.
His last name is Kennedy. He is just a regular Democrat, except for being anti-medicine. I'm losing my mind. Dude, Americans are, I think, the dumbest when it comes to marketing. Like, you don't even need to do too much. Just be like, just be a crank. And they'll automatically be like, oh, he's so anti-establishment.
In defense of Americans, begrudgingly, no one is supporting RFK. Like, RFK is...
I'm supporting him.
He's illegally
One
voting.
guy is supporting RFK illegally.
I heard that people like me who aren't citizens can vote in America.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing my hat in.
Like, this would be the election where, you know, again, a third-party candidate with name recognition, and like, you know, some money for some advertisements should be able to get, like, you know, into the double digits. He's not going to do that. There's just no base for him. No one really likes him.
Yeah. Except for the anti-medicine vote.
You think he unintentionally made Trump some sort of political martyr?
Probably. I mean, I don't think paying off a porn star is... I think that's what you're supposed to do. Porn stars,
coin, right?
Porn stars work for money. But that's it. I mean, RFK is the guy you want.
That's
pretty good.
That's commerce.
He's pro-sex work.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that he's just not getting enough attention.
Trump all the way.
Okay, tell me why.
I'm not even American.
Okay.
He just
You.
It's happened. I don't know. I feel like Sleepy Joe is. We're definitely for Trump's tenacity, his balls for lack of.
Wait, how is she not American? She sounds like
What
she's
accent is that if it's
She
not
sounds like she's from
American?
New Jersey. Like, what do you
Not a
mean?
Canadian accent either. Like,
Canadian? Oh, they could be Canadian.
but it doesn't sound Canadian. It sounds much more American, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, better words.
Yeah, other countries.
Emma said Toronto. Toronto.
Biden makes me sick to my stomach, fam.
And take advantage of America because they, as a leader, respected him.
You told the leader of the Taliban, before you ever talked about any withdrawal, that in no uncertain terms, you would obliterate him. You at one point tell him, I know.
He took him out of prison. Like what are you talking about? He literally, the dude was like trapped in a black site in Pakistan, and he literally took him out of prison and completely sidestepped the puppet government that we had put in power in Afghanistan, and was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, yeah, shut we are going to give you everything you want. You are now ruling the country. And it's so funny, like, the fact that, God, Biden, 100% am dedicated to defending Biden on the Afghan withdrawal. I have been very publicly in defense of his like one good thing that he did, right? And even that was still a continuation of Trump's policies as far as like his foreign policy agenda goes. Now, I don't know. I don't know if Donald Trump would have actually had the courage to like actually follow through.
Probably not.
Not
He would always get to the verge of doing things like that, and then like someone from the Joint Chiefs or deep within the Pentagon would be like, "Sir, people are going to be mad at you if you do that." He'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
He did shake hands with Kim Jong-un, which, in my opinion, makes him the best president America's ever had.
Well, that's the other thing. Like his career policy was just like, I don't know what these guys are doing. Just let him discuss it among themselves.
But like, it's fair because it really doesn't matter what North Korea is doing to America's.
Yeah,
Just like you should just be like, I don't give a shit.
Let the South Korean president handle it. Is what was basically what he did, and he also stopped doing military training in the region.
Did he?
Yeah, for the duration of the talks. The problem is, that was good. That was a good thing. Rachel Maddow was so mad. Rachel Maddow was like, he is Jewish ideology through and through. When I look at this man, I see the immortal science of Marxist-Leninist Jewishism.
My favorite thing was all the libs kind of doing gay memes with him. It would just be like Donald Trump sucking Putin's dick. Like, we're all for gay people, but like Donald Trump is very weird and gay.
No, that was fun. That was cool. That was fun.
Know exactly where you are and give him the exact coordinates where he was?
No, I sent him a picture of his house.
Trump or Biden? Biden.
Can't say.
Okay, fair.
Neither. I think I'm probably going to end up voting for Biden. I'm not super happy about it.
Biden, ¿por qué?
Sí, porque nos apoyan nosotros no tenemos.
Bro, what do you mean? Who are you gonna vote for? These guys can't vote, man. Like he's just they think you're asking him who do you support out of like who do you want to be president? Okay, I love the video. Like he constantly goes up to like undocumented immigrants and being like, who are you voting for?
Papeles, no tenemos trabajo y no tenemos más hambre que el Chavo del Ocho y aquí estamos gracias a él nos ayuda.
Okay. ¿De dónde eres?
Venezuela.
You know, I don't think we should be as limited.
Yeah, those guys are also like the guys that like get TPS because of like this every administration's policy towards Venezuela, which is like, oh, like you're gonna be like the next wave of Cubans in this country. Like we're bringing you here because like your country is communist hellhole, and if you hate Maduro, like come here, you have TPS, which is what we did. No, not text to speech. That's TTS, TPS, temporary protected status. So that's like that's the thing I don't understand. Or these guys are victims of communism. Even the people that come from China, it's not like party loyalists are fucking escaping China. They're coming. Party loyalists are coming here to go to school and also to buy, real estate here. They're not secretly invading the country through the Mexican border. Okay. Anyway.
Limited to only 2 options. I feel like the way that we are set up is very limiting and is getting us to the place that we are now where a lot of American people don't feel represented.
Biden. Do you think he'll win?
Yes.
Okay.
What do the people chilling near the Trump Tower think about the Donald Trump?
Man's built an empire. Don't you guys like Trump?
He's a criminal, he's a very sick person, and he's very frightening.
If he was right here, what would you say to him?
To him,
Too old.
Too old? Biden's 4 years older, though. What are we talking?
Like the LGBTQ community, all them, forcing them at such a young age, and I'm just not a fan of it.
Yeah, he's mentally ill. Plus, he's a miserable.
At such a young age. Biden's making them people gay.
Biden, the 800-year-old man, is making the children gay.
Yep.
He's so hot. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Kids look at him and they're like, I like men now.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Are you a stud or a top?
Feel my legs.
Yeah.
Human being. He's a criminal. He's a rapist. He's a liar.
he's dangerous for the whole world.
Both sides. He showed the E. Jean Carroll thing. Yeah, this guy's a honest reporter.
Only working journalist.
Yeah.
The only one.
Pretty old and up there, just you don't know what he's saying. You just be looking stuck, and I don't know how we have someone out there like that.
Yeah, they can't keep him away.
Can't keep
he
awake?
falls asleep.
So I'm 24 years old. Do we have any hope in my generation?
Not with the world. Not with global warming. Not with the salaries you guys are making.
The world has never been in danger as now.
Trump?
I go for Trump.
Trump?
Yeah, I go for Trump.
Okay.
Always.
¿Por qué?
It's the best president in the world.
Who are you thinking?
Biden.
Do you think the election's rigged?
Yeah, I think the last one was. That's what a lot of people think.
Biden or Trump?
Trump.
Oh, will he win? Hell yeah. All right. Are you voting for Trump?
Honestly, I don't even know.
New York? Pretty heavily red. I'm a bit surprised.
With New This is who did the polling for the 2022 midterms.
Dude.
This is who the Republican Senate Committee hired. Tyler Oliveira.
I asked this homeless guy.
He's like, good news, guys. 98% of people are going to vote for your candidate.
Yeah. I asked 35 people. 8 of them were undocumented.
The others were in the Trump tower.
Yeah. And all of them said they're voting for Trump. I guess New York has fallen to it's a red state now. Yeah, this is why the Democrats saw the internal polling. They didn't actually see the internal polling. They just watched the Tyler Oliveira video. They're like, we gotta get Biden out of here.
New York City feeling surprisingly more purple than blue. What does the other historically blue state in a historically blue city feel about the upcoming election?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump?
President. Donald Trump for president. Donald Trump. He'll keep the white people safe. He'll make the Jews come back to life.
I'm not.
Yeah. All the Jews that died on October 7th, Donald Trump's going to bring them back to life. He has necromancy powers.
He's doing what Nikola was trying to do with the eclipse.
Yeah. Dude, also, I love that he always just goes up to like obviously a homeless person who's like going through an episode and who's like, who are you voting for?
Yeah, he's like a comedic break.
Yeah.
Let's interview a homeless person.
Yeah.
Great.
And then he turns around, it's like 98% of Californians want Trump. What the?
We've got another high quality poll.
Donald.
70% of respondents are people who are currently having a psychotic break.
Yeah.
Trump and just the type of person that he is.
They're all really old, and I feel like Biden hasn't done anything.
Do you think there should be an age limit for the presidency?
100%.
Who are you voting for?
Voting.
Biden?
I got a good feeling about him.
Trump's a good president, or he was a good president.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like,
to be fair, if you walk around LA, you will mainly encounter this guy.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, he's not being selective here. This is just walking.
It's just like, dude.
President, because his mistake was not being able to do everything he said he was going to do. He wasn't allowed to do anything he said he was going to do. That's how the country works.
What are your thoughts on Biden?
Ew, no. Oh my God, he's white.
You think Biden did a good job last couple of years or no?
Biden's an idiot.
What did he do wrong?
I'm not sure on all the details, but how he pulled our troops out when people were still there.
In Afghanistan?
Yeah.
First of all, he's sitting in a bus stop in Los Angeles. Okay, let me tell you something. I don't even know what kind of public transit we got going on. So regardless, the attitude that he's demonstrating is the average voter, though. He's like, I don't know, I just don't like him. He pulled the troops out. I saw a Fox News article. I saw a Fox News headline in passing. Okay. And I decided, like, he's a bad guy from that.
Yeah, and he's a puppet.
Donald
Trump.
Trump?
You wanna know why?
Tell me why.
He's a billionaire for one, and two, he lured the gas.
Okay, I feel like this is like anti-Trump content now. Every homeless person he's interviewed has been pro-Trump, like unconditionally.
Prices on everything, made jobs easier. That's why I'm voting for Trump.
So you got a job easier?
Yes, sir. I worked at Little Caesars.
Where are you working at now?
Nowhere.
And what was the first thing that you said?
It makes jobs easier.
I think you should definitely vote for Joe Biden. If you ever had someone who's going to dictate anything.
Typical Democratic Party loyalist, by the way. She's like dunking on a homeless guy. Yeah. Let me debate this homeless guy, dude.
He's pulling up that website that Peter Dow started in 2016, like Fact It or something.
Yeah. Oh my, Veritit? No.
Veritit.
Was it Veridid? Oh my God, you just unlocked a memory.
Yeah, he's pulling up Veridid. He's the first guy to log on to Veridid in like 9 years.
Verit.
Fact checking homeless people.
Like this guy's reasons for voting is literally like, yeah, I mean, I guess I worked at Little Caesars when Trump was president. And he's like, you.
Where's your job?
If you ever wanted to exchange term limits, bring Obama back.
Nah, I'm probably gonna have to go with like probably Trump this time.
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like ever since Biden came in, like everything's been going downhill. Gas went up.
That we have a president that's a little bit too old and needs to kind of retire.
Okay.
It's about time, you know. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you think that's the biggest deciding factor in who you'll vote for? Mental acuity, that sort of thing?
I think so. I think it's all about, you know, what the president will do for, you know, the society and also making sure that, you know, they do the right things for everybody.
You know what? Joe needs something really good right now.
What are we talking? What do you mean? We're talking like he needs some votes or he needs some of that. Do you think most people feel safe sharing their opinions politically out here?
Probably not.
It was interesting just how unsafe people felt.
He always does in videos. Always.
It's like, people are really scared of like the gay communist, you know, Californians who are also, but also super scary.
He does this in the homeless videos a lot, where like someone makes an offhand comment. He's like, "Do you need help from me?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Well, what we've noticed here is that homeless people don't want any help, and they're doing this like by choice." It's like a voiceover.
It's about sharing their political views publicly. They acted like who they were voting for was a dirty little secret to be ashamed of.
Turn it off for a second.
Okay, here, well,
turn it off for a second. I got my
face blurred.
I really do. He's on.
Oh, yeah, talk to me.
I don't think you can post it.
Why is that?
So here's the thing.
All right, tell me real quick.
Here's the thing, bro.
All right.
You have. So can you blur my face?
Sure.
If you blur my face, we're cool.
All right.
So I'm in a big movie, right?
Okay.
And I need to be careful about what I say.
They're gonna recognize you.
I got you.
I actually would not like to say
No, he's not in a big movie.
Everyone in LA is in a big movie.
Every homeless guy we meet.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a webisode in 2 years. And he's
On
like,
Peacock.
Yeah, this is ruining my career. I'm an extra in Twisted Metal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
LA is sort of the perfect place for Tyler Oliveira because everyone is like delusional. Everyone who
And
talks
they
to
want
him.
to talk about themselves as well. Like the homeless people will always be like, follow me on Instagram. And like, here's my chance to be in front of the camera. It's like,
Everyone claims they're on the verge of like some major breakthrough success. Everyone's doing great.
City of Dreams, y'all are haters, dude. City of Dreams, baby.
Public institution. If I say it.
Oh, interesting.
No comment.
No comment?
Things were getting heated on a national level, but luckily some still had the balls to speak their opinions freely.
When
I say I'm voting Trump, everybody say, how can you vote in Trump?
Why do they say that?
Because usually they think Trump is against the immigration people, right?
He's the best.
Where are you guys from?
Make America great again. Michigan.
Do you think Trump challenges democracy as we know it?
Yes, the happenings by the Capitol.
I love Germans.
January 6th.
Yes. I remember when Trump wasn't the president. I feel more confident to make money, and I feel my pocket a little bit more heavy, you know, my account a little bit more fat.
It doesn't matter here in California because the outcome is predetermined.
Do you think the election should be based?
Dude, this
like
is the NBA scripted guy. But this time the election is scripted. No, he's actually a communist.
Pretend by capital.
He's saying like it's two sides of the same bourgeois democracy. It's bullshit.
He's like, let me ask you something. You ever read a book called Settlers?
Stuff the popular vote or the electoral college?
That's a great question, but I'm not going to answer it on YouTube. If you read this book from the Harvard professor of politics, America had really the first modern republic, and then the Europeans followed. And then the Europeans learned from us, and they have constantly updated their systems, where it's very hard to update the American system.
Why?
It's in the Constitution.
With a surprising amount of Trump on the pier, I pulled up to the #1 public school in America, where I dropped out in 5 years.
Vote? The guy who's like, yeah, the Constitution makes reforms hard. All right, one for Trump.
Oh, he was actually in UCLA and he dropped out.
Years ago to see what our brightest youth were thinking.
Who are you voting for president?
Probably old man Joe Biden.
Biden's not all there in the head, and I don't know. I think a lot of people are swaying towards Trump that I've seen.
Seems Big T's pretty big out here these days.
He's getting a lot better.
Especially in California.
I don't know. I think he just needs to not say his hateful things sometimes.
I don't.
Yeah, dude, he nails it though. Like, how is this any different than Tim Pool being like, Donald Trump's going to win every state in America except for like one? I forget which state he said Donald Trump wouldn't win in 2020. Like, oh yeah, no, California is lost. Like, Donald Trump is going to win California.
I mean, what's amazing is like,
president.
I don't ever really see anyone make this point with Trump. Like, he's such a weak candidate that there's still like about like a 20 to 30% chance that Biden will still win. Biden, who has like a 36% approval rating, is one of the most broadly hated presidents we've had like in my lifetime. Like, horrible like consumer conditions for an incumbent. Just everything is going against him. And there's still like a path for Biden that is, I mean, it kind of shows how weak both candidates are. Trump is just so uniquely weak as a candidate.
Which is why he's always, like I said, when people go, why don't you demand Donald Trump drop? It's so stupid.
It's so dumb. Like, all of them pretend, like, who Aaron Rupar said, look, there's no magic bullet for beating Donald Trump. Like, he's some electoral monster. Like, he's unbeatable. Like, he has never won a midterm as the leader of the party. It's insane. He's a uniquely shitty candidate.
Yeah.
I would say that my politics are more strongly motivated by negative sentiment.
Okay.
I think he's incompetent.
Okay.
I suspect that he's almost certainly committed some form of crime. He was found guilty, to my knowledge.
Convicted felon now.
Joe Biden, I don't think he's all there in the head. I don't think he's the one pulling the strings. So I don't think he necessarily needs to insult Joe as much as he does.
Who did you vote for previously?
I voted for Biden.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were the reasons?
I think it's just like kind of the lesser of two evils type of thing.
You know, I have to go with the lesser of two evils.
Do you think there should be an age limit?
I think so.
Wow, what a brilliant use of this meme, dude. Yeah.
The lesser of two evils.
That's great. That's a great meme.
If you pick one, it happens.
Oh, that's... Dude, who made this meme? Like a 45-year-old divorced dad?
Do you think there should be an age limit?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it doesn't seem right that someone that is an elderly is kind of making policies for the next generation.
I think since he's going to be the nominee, I have to vote for Joe Biden.
But what do the people of Skid Row, the symbol of America's homelessness and drug addiction, think our country needs as they live on the streets while the government sends billions to fight wars overseas?
I want
to hear from some people who are potentially casualties of policies or lack thereof.
That was a pretty nice Tyler Oliveira point, though.
What?
He's just like,
Oh,
there's
he
not
said-
enough money for homeless people, and they're spending heaps of money on wars overseas.
But what he means is like we should be committing the war.
Skid Row. Yeah, deploy the military to Skid Row.
Why
are you wasting them overseas?
Why isn't the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier? Why isn't that stationed right in LA and just sending Super Hornets to bomb Skid Row?
Well, I guess like he wants homeless people to keep existing so we can keep making content dunking on them.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
He needs them.
Yeah.
As they live on the streets while the government sends billions to fight wars overseas. I want to hear from some people who are potentially human casualties of policies or lack thereof enacted by the president or the next president.
Yeah,
he means potential humans.
Yeah. Potential human casualties of policy is so funny to say about homeless people. It's like, yeah, that's you got it. There's no potential.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's a moral failure. I keep forgetting that it's a moral failure to be poor.
Who are you voting for?
Not you! Definitely go for Trump again.
Trump?
Yeah.
Why Trump?
I think he has the answers.
I never had a president but Obama.
But Obama?
You're not a color man? I'm not voting.
Trump is a Republican. He just want nothing but money. He don't give about nobody and nothing.
Who are you voting for president?
Nobody.
All right.
Not Trump.
Trump stands for the devil.
For the devil? Okay.
He works for the devil.
You think so?
I'd rather Trump.
Okay, Trump.
Yes.
I'm Mr. Trump. I wish you're gonna be We love you, Trump.
Because he's gonna help us like clean the streets, getting people in order, basically that.
Okay. What ethnicity are you?
Like this.
Are you like Mexican? Are you
Ecuadorian?
Ecuadorian?
Yes.
Okay, so Ecuadorian family likes Trump?
Yes, they do.
Interesting.
They do.
Where are you from?
Iran.
Iran.
Economic was better during the Trump.
You think Biden ruined the economy?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bro, what do you mean the economic was better? You sell wicker baskets. Like, you
don't know. This guy is like the equivalent to the merchant that you find in the Chiofra River. It's like, how do you have a store here? How do you, what are you selling?
Like Skid Row is buying that.
Like what? Yeah, the market for basket is so bad under Biden.
Trump will make it better.
I'm dropping by this guy's place after this. I need to buy strings.
Just buy all of his things.
Yeah. So make a vote Democrat. Yeah.
Biden ruined the economy?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
At least Trump, he got a stimulus check.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, tents everywhere. You got to wonder how many tents were there before Trump, how many tents were there during Biden, and how many tents will there...
What do you mean you gotta wonder? Bro, are you insane? It's just like, it's Skid Row. It existed before Trump, it existed during Trump, and it existed under Biden as well. Like, what are we talking about?
I take the weird amnesia because like everything's trending worse.
Yeah.
You know, and then every 4 years they're just like, oh, I guess we got to do the other one because it's gone worse again.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
I also like this is it's such a like weird like the YouTube purview of what politics are that like you become president and you're the first thing you do like the day of inauguration you're like, all right, get rid of the tents. And there's 4 years of no tents and then the Democrat gets in there, bring the tents back. Why don't we get rid of them?
Dude,
I love them.
Yeah, it's crazy when the Republicans are in charge of the federal government. Housing market prices stabilize instantly. They drop, actually. They just come in and they regulate, which is a big policy position of theirs.
But also, we've noticed that homelessness is definitely going down. But didn't someone say that it's like, at least in this area, but it's because aren't they just arresting homeless people now? It's like legal. It's illegal to be homeless, apparently. So it's not like tents or no tents. That doesn't mean it's a good or bad thing.
Well,
that's always what they mean when they say like a municipality is like dealing with homeless people in America.
They're putting them in prison.
Yeah, you also move them around. Just bust them to other places.
Exactly.
They do that.
Just every
They do that.
4-year cycle around the...
If you don't have schizophrenia already, I can't imagine something will give you schizophrenia more than just like appearing in a new city the next day. It's like, what the
And then Tyler interviews you.
How did you get here? I have no idea.
Oh my god, you would think Tyler Oliveira is like a demon being sent to haunt you.
He is. He is, though,
You
to
went
be
use
fair.
me in fucking San Francisco. Now you're doing me in Philadelphia. What is happening?
Just the head following you around everywhere you go. Do you think like who do you think has more swag?
After whoever wins. This is some staggering homelessness out here. Keep in mind, California has almost 50% of the homeless population. This place is a bona fide hole.
We don't want Trump at all.
Oh, why don't you like Trump? Okay.
Hey, there's just too many reasons. That's why I go with Biden.
Sure.
The lesser of two evils.
The lesser of two evils. I heard it countless times here in LA, which I would have expected to be a diehard Democrat fan base. So I teleported to the social activism and woke capital of America, Seattle, Washington,
YouTubers can
to
do
find
that.
out
You
if
wouldn't
even
know.
they
We
were
got that
feeling
power.
Yeah. I just take the train or the plane like an asshole.
We're back at Callahan.
Yeah. He's dude. Let's see. Seattle. I assume it's also going to be a safe haven for Republicans.
Yeah.
Is that a lock? We'll see.
Anderson Park, aka the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. Let's talk to some people.
Who we voting for?
Oh my God, bro! It was like a week, dude. It was a week. They still do this.
The crux of his homeless video. He's like 6 years ago. There was a thing here for a week, and now everyone's homeless.
Like Chaz was like
funny.
It was funny, and then it was like I remember seeing like anarchists being happy that they like killed those 2 kids.
Yeah.
Before like they knew what was happening. It was pretty bad, but it was also in 20. What year was it even?
It was
2020.
Was it?
I think it was 2020.
2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels weirdly longer ago But yeah,
it was funny, then it was sad.
Yeah.
And then it was funny again, and now it's just like super sad to mention it. Like as though it's like a real thing. It happened for like a week, dude.
It's the same thing as if like a Democrat was like, why is no one talking about Lev Parnas?
Yeah.
Like we're still on that.
I'm skirt. Vote for me, you know, if you want to, but I might vote for. Okay, how is Trump even able to run? Bro, he has like 35 felonies.
I can't stand the man.
And Joe Biden.
Okay.
I don't really know who to like. Biden's like he fucks with genocide. Trump, he's probably does too, but he's also like a public piece of shit. Biden's more like low key with it, and I don't really think he's even fully there anyway. I'm gonna have to go with like
Biden, but like,
wait, what did he say?
I don't think he has my best interest at heart anyway.
I just don't like the guy's personality.
I would prefer to be able to vote for Bernie Sanders or someone else like Elizabeth Warren or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, but it's Biden who we have. If I want people who are marginalized to be safe.
Are you represented in any of those communities? Does that concern you personally?
Yes, I'm transgender.
Okay. Skirt. Who will you be voting for? You gotta answer me.
Who am I voting for? I'm gonna vote for. I'm gonna do a write-in vote.
All right.
And I'm gonna vote for Future.
Future? Yeah. All right. Hey, see ya, Skirt.
This guy's got a good head on his
there you go.
shoulders.
Well, I only voted for Biden because I didn't want to vote for Trump.
Okay.
I mean, honestly.
Oh, God. I guess Biden.
Biden?
I hate all of them.
Not Trump.
Why?
I don't agree with his policies or any of the most of the things that he says.
What policies do you disagree with?
I might choose a Kennedy.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Kennedy?
that's
Do. I think we need better leadership.
Tyler Oliveira know about?
Yeah. It's just
The tents. That's his
Yeah.
the only thing he knows
yeah,
about.
the tents that
how
Joe
was-
Biden built.
How long was the Muslim ban a thing?
Well, I mean, I think it just like extended.
It's still going?
I don't know if the Muslim ban is. I mean, it's not still in effect, but I don't know how long it went on for. But that's not like the major policy issues with Donald Trump are tax cuts and deregulation and the wholesale destruction of federal agencies in general. Like, yeah, the Muslim ban never really ended. Muslim ban ended. After being turned back during a layover, the family went for the ban to be rescinded. President Biden removed the Muslim ban. However, months after the Biden administration repealed the ban in 2021, U.S. officials rejected the Mohammeds without any meaningful explanation. They're talking about like one family specifically, a separated Somali refugee family.
We had that before Trump. Tony Abbott said we'd only accept Christian refugees from Syria.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite. When I found out that Australia adopted TSA protocols for no reason other than to keep make Americans feel welcome and at home because they have the same security theater there.
What's wild is that like
the most cut country on the planet is so crazy.
But like so many Australians are like embarrassed by Trump. They're just like, oh, crazy guy. And it's just like, dude, you guys taught him how to do it. Like you've been having an island fortress for decades now.
Yeah.
Faith in our republic, democracy, whatever we're calling it.
That happened a long time ago, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's hurt a bunch of my friends, like, and their families. You know, he's made it really hard for, I don't know. He's just increased the ICE centers. He's made it really hard for immigration. You know, my friends, like, my buddy, his dad's been waiting 20 years to get into the country legally.
Yeah.
All right, but those processes have been set back and extended even more.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just heartbreaking, you know, because they're good people.
But Trump doesn't want them in.
No, man. Okay, honestly, in my opinion, we don't have enough immigrants in this country.
I think Trump likes the gays.
No.
Okay. Race relations. Do you think Trump has black people in mind?
No.
No?
No. I just know I don't think he has them in mind. I don't think he really cares.
Yeah, a lot of people out there saying Trump's racist as a black man. Do you think that's valid at all, or is it totally unfounded?
I wouldn't necessarily say racist. I'd say the guy's just kind of a dumbass.
Got it.
And so, like, with being, like, kind of ignorant as to, like, people, like, you're going to say some stupid, but, like, you got to realize, like, this is a billionaire who's probably never really spent a day in the hood, never, like, if you're talking about black people, like, if you want to be honest, like, and you're honest with yourself, there's X amount of, like, reparations and whatnot owed to us just based off the work we did for our ancestors.
And do you think blacks deserve reparations?
I absolutely do.
Who are you voting for president this year?
Oh, I don't think I'm going to.
first year ever not voting.
All right. That's got to be a sign of something bad.
Guy in a Ferrari.
It's a Corvette.
Not
Okay,
for me.
It's the American
It's a
Ferrari.
Corvette, okay.
That's the America's Ferrari. Okay, put some respect on it. I love the Tyler Oliveira like style guide of just like saying blacks to a black dude in public in broad daylight. Blacks. It's awesome.
Not Trump.
It's more respectable than the New York Times. His style guide is so consistent.
Not Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Yeah, I'm against fascism. Like you can say whatever you want about the guy, but his business and his economics is foolproof. The guy knows money, and at the end of the day, America is just a big corporation. So,
I just, dude,
It's like, why not just elect George Soros then? He made way more money. He's like a way better businessman. George Soros made like $50 billion.
dude.
That's why Mr. Beast as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
And he built homes recently for people. There you go.
George Soros should be the vice president. Mr. Beast is like Obama, and Soros is like Biden. And then we can elect George Soros in 12 years when he's 130.
He'll survive.
I just don't, like this whole thing, like he's a businessman. It's a big ass company.
I know, bro. IRL, give him a break.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
Ask him why he isn't part of the draft Soros movement.
I hate the businessman argument, dude.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I mean, even if he was a good businessman, it's a disgusting prospect.
Yeah, that's not like,
Make money in business by exploiting people.
Yeah.
Good.
That's not. Can you buy me a new car? It just got stolen. No, but I can serve a 3-minute ad break to you, which you will have to watch right now, unless you subscribe for $5 or for free. Sorry.
That was brutal.
Sorry to serve another L to you.
What if the ad that he gets is from the guy that stole his car?
Or for just a car that he had.
I'm just trying to be a better businessman so I can be president one day, okay? I feel like this is good business. Guy is snoring.
Aw.
You just stole his pride too. Yeah. Anyway, here's the 3-minute ad break now. Let's continue.
I think Trump will get it again.
Tell me about his fascism.
Well, he incited the insurrection, right?
I am gonna vote for Biden. I think what he has done so far to support democracy all over the world, like where there are things unfair.
I was wondering who the NATO guy is. Like, we found one NATO voter.
I hate to give it to the NATO guy, but he has his together more than like anyone Oliveira has talked to, like probably ever, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, you're just talking about his posture and his jacket.
His posture, like his look, like he doesn't. Everyone he talks to seems either like miserable or they're going through a health crisis or something. And this guy, he's standing up straight.
Yeah.
He can identify something that he likes about the candidate he's voting for. I don't agree with like this guy's beliefs are crazy. He's like, we need to get in a nuclear war for Latvia. Like, I think you're crazy. But he's got it together.
AIDS, or also like, for example, Ukraine is something where
Locked him as the NATO guy immediately.
Yeah, wow.
I know my people. Okay, I know it
was a good call.
He's in the trenches writing about how I used to be a big fan of yours, but I hate you now because you're obviously pushing Z.
He really stood for.
Cooper, who are you voting for?
I'm personally going to vote for Trump.
Okay. Do you feel like a redheaded stepchild out here in Seattle? It's probably a rare opinion, or no?
I think
never heard that phrase
I don't live
before.
here personally. I actually live by San Francisco, so I feel even more redheaded down there.
Yeah. Do you think people feel safe to talk about politics generally right now?
Bro, this narrative was like 2016. Like, I hate this. I hate that they're like always cycling the old shit. Like, oh man, perpetual victimhood. I can't say my thoughts. And then like when you do say your thoughts, it's the worst thoughts I've ever heard.
It's also like the whole like, highly punitive social liberalism. That hasn't been a thing for like really since Brandonization started.
Yeah.
Like the culture war has like gone back 100% in the other direction.
Oh, 100%. Like who is way more punitive when you step out of line? Like right wingers or liberals at this point. I rarely ever hear about like ableism decriers any longer.
Yeah, I don't see any like call out threads that even work anymore.
Yeah.
All the call out threads are from like Republicans and
or
it's like,
stop anti-Semitism.
or stop anti. Those are the two call out threads that work anymore. It's like, you know, this guy wore a Palestine pin, or hey, Mr. Beast, how come you haven't killed your trans friend? Like the incredibly punitive, like weird HR social liberalism is backslid, and now it's like weird, even more punitive.
Yeah,
social
she
conservatism.
got canceled for being gay.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, this guy, he was gay. Whoa, chill.
Like they're making him apologize for having gay sex.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like it's. I think that like we're already seeing like an accelerated timeline of people getting incredibly sick of it. Like I think the midterm was partly that. I think like the fact that Trump isn't ahead by 10 points is partly that. But it's just it's. At the end of the day, everyone in America wants identity politics, just for like their specific thing.
Yeah.
I don't believe so, because I think there's such like a spiritual warfare going on in regards to that as well.
Okay.
So I think a lot of people, Ram Dass says it best. It's like the best thing I could do for you is work on myself, and the best thing that you can do is work on yourself. If you're working with intentions and trying to be a better person,
guru guy.
Oh, nice.
And then it trickles out into the community and what you're doing.
I know my parents share a similar like viewpoint as me, and they can't even talk about it in that area.
Sure.
They've actually been fearing things.
They'll kill him.
Yeah.
They'll kill him. If you, God forbid, if you say in San Francisco, by the way, that you're voting for Trump, aren't all the tech guys like now pro-Trump? I thought that they were
monarchists.
Yeah.
But also, if you're actually scared, you wouldn't even say this.
Yeah, I'm so scared, dude. I'm terrified of saying that I want to vote for the former president of the United States.
The guy who's like winning in all the polls.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. I'm trying to be positive about everyone that Tyler Oliveira talks to. I like this guy because I haven't seen this genotype in like 15 years.
It's weird.
This guy. You used to run into this guy in the Midwest a lot.
He looks like the bully from Toy Story.
He looks like the bully in every 90s TV show.
This is the genotype of like the kid in middle school who's much taller than everyone and like does gross shit like throw dead birds at people. There's always someone who looked like this.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's his job now, if you could pursue that as a profession.
Just
like a professional bully who does gross stuff.
Woke culture killed that, dude.
Yeah.
We need to bring that back. We need to bring that jobs program back.
Things like if they talk about their personal opinion, they might get fired.
I'm afraid to get into that conversation, and
I mean,
need
true
it.
for like
Israel, Palestine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's it, which is also a right-wing position. Right-wingers love getting people fired. Right-wingers love getting people fired for even saying something remotely like saying like Palestinians are human beings is enough to be like, okay, you're done.
They like I've seen like they're celebrating that like all these law firms, which by the way, if you're ostensibly trying to stop anti-Semitism and your thing is like, guess what? Our law firm that only represents the most evil banks in the world and Harvey Weinstein is blacklisting all pro-Palestine people like that and the flight attendant thing.
Those guys were going to become public defenders anyway. Like they're not going to your law firm.
Yeah, like it is the most like organized and like institutionalized and codified way of like canceling.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why are people so afraid of speaking about this?
Without it, we can't get it out of our systems. We can't, explain what we're feeling and what we need to make us better.
When you grew up, were you able to talk about stuff like this? I feel like it
was easy to talk. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Always.
I don't know. I think that
it's so hard now.
He's on a YouTube video right now. Like,
What is he talking
2 million
about?
people in 4 days watched him
That's
say
hard.
these. He's got to be terrified right now. He's
What if
shaking in his boots?
What if it's like it's not political though? He
Just
needs,
talking.
Yeah, he just needs like it used to be
like,
easier to start a conversation.
I have to come out. I have to admit it. Like I sometimes eat gas station egg salad sandwiches. Okay, it's like, yo, get this guy out of here.
He's talking.
That guy like from his look and his demeanor, I feel like he's one of those American voters who's like, look, immigration's crazy. We need to close the border. Taxes are too high. We should also all utilities should be publicly owned.
Yeah.
And
we need public housing
we need
immediately.
public housing, and all companies should be worker cooperative.
Yeah.
During his last campaign,
I have to
and
pee.
now that they've
How
kind
am
of
I gonna
seen
get
some of
it?
the things that happened with things like, I guess, raising gas prices, that they might try to go back to what Trump did. But a lot of people are very taken aback by his very abrasive kind of nature.
I think Biden has shown people he doesn't really care as much about the people.
He gets scared when he leaves a little bit.
I used to, but I've since gotten more confident. I have a space bar in my own home that I practice with.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to lean and do it and read chat from here. It's very,
Leaning
very
forward,
hard.
you're like, this comment better be good.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
are like, you are stretching.
And
like,
he just kind of like sits there, just twiddles. He's like, I'm so good at this. Look at this.
I'm really afraid to like lean over to it. It's just I don't know how it looks. It could look stupid.
Yeah, it's like going before you reach.
Oh, it's such a bad feeling.
He's just allowing things to get worse and worse, and I think Trump is probably going to be the better choice just because he represents somebody who might do it different.
Trump doesn't seem like a great individual as a person. He seems self-centered in ways that I can't believe actually translate to his followers, because he's a really rich guy. Mostly they're not. I mean, because you got a really
why did you interview that guy? You got a video of him.
uninformed
I wanna know what he
voting
said.
population that can be sold anything.
I think the Americans are potentially too dumb to make an informed decision.
Uneducated.
So why are you leaving America? Is this part of the reason?
In the Philippines, it's more simple life, no drama.
I hope
no
this guy's Filipino, because if he's not, major red flag.
Yeah, I was
right
going to say,
now.
he's going there to get a 16-year-old wife. That's why. Like,
Yeah. If he's not Filipino, if he's Filipino, I greatly apologize.
Yeah.
But if he's not, Tyler Oliveira, arrest this man.
it is easier to speak in the Philippines. Tagalog is a easy language.
I have a way easier time as a Trump supporter voting for Trump in the Philippines.
They love Trump there, don't they? I'm sure they would.
I
Do they have Duterte?
I got Bong Bong.
Yeah. Bong Bong Marcos, baby.
I have a Filipino friend, and she told me about this guy Teddy Boy Locson, who was like the Tony Blinken of he was like their equivalent of like a Secretary of State under Duterte, and his Twitter is insane. He posts so much, like he literally posts like 400 times a day and replies to everyone. And he called himself the hard R and word once in an argument.
What?
Yeah, he
In
went.
Tagalog.
Yeah, no, he was. He was like arguing with someone, like a guy in China, and he was like, "I'm a poop," and it was like, "Wait, what the? Why did you say that?"
I mean, that's he's just like the Quebec separatists.
Yeah.
Violence like it is here, people are just getting out of hand. It's going to get worse and worse.
Do you think?
Love the country,
yeah.
but the way it's going, it's just not the same. It's it's not easy to live anymore.
Like, who is in the wrong in that? guy who's showing a Black Lives Matter printout, or the dude punching the printout?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I wonder.
Is my generation screwed?
Could be because there's so many missed opportunities out there of going to school and actually working for a career rather than believing the hype that everybody can become rich online through YouTube, TikTok, this and that other.
You're talking to a YouTuber, man.
Yeah.
Like, where do you think this video is being aired? Like, oh man.
Thing.
Valid points. Do you think the American dream is more viable and real when you're growing up than, let's say, someone like myself?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In what ways?
Everything was cheaper. People could achieve more dreams, go to school easier.
And I view Trump as somebody that doesn't actually.
That always happens.
Real.
That's always the thing with like alpha men and sigma men as well. Like when they're like, yeah, gonna be men, they always show like the movie 300.
Yeah.
This is what men used to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Files.
yeah, exactly.
We need to get back to them being violent files.
Of policies, his policies are whatever will get him votes. And that's why I'm voting for Joe Biden.
After some genuinely interesting
Whose policies are things that won't get him votes. Which is why I'm voting for him.
That's such a good criticism of a candidate. Oh, you just like doing things that are popular.
Yeah, exactly.
answers and dramatically far less blind party loyalty than I expected, Seattle was more pro-Biden than Trump, but not with much excitement per se.
You haven't, this is not like a study. You did not conduct a poll. He needs to stop saying this. He's
This
like,
is about as good as Rasmussen.
yeah. He's like, I asked 10 people.
But also the kind of people
4 of them were homeless.
that agree to be in a YouTube video. They're a very particular kind of person anyway. So like,
Yeah. I usually think it's like whenever libs talk about polls and they're like, they didn't call me and I love Biden. Like, I think it's kind of stupid. But like the types of people that will see Tyler Oliveira and be like, yeah, okay. that is a very specific pool of people.
We're in Miami. What is the red state of Florida and the Latino-dominated city of Miami think?
We haven't talked to a crypto bro or an OnlyFans girl out here. They have the most honesty. Who are you voting for? Trump?
Biden.
Big T?
He wins, I'm leaving the country.
Why are you voting for Trump?
Because he got his stimulus packages.
Okay. Stimmy checks. Damn, look at that.
I like that the one like convincing like pro-Trump voter consistently in this video is that Donald Trump did something that like is so unique to the Republican Party, which is give money to people.
I want to point out, like, Miami is. I've never hated a city more. I was like, I almost died when I was there. Not from anything specific. I just felt like my soul was leaving my body. I hated it so much. Just the climate
DC.
and everything. It's worse than DC for me. But like Tyler Oliveira is so evil that the second he gets there, he's so energized. His powers are like tripled in Miami.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We'll be hating on immigrants, but they're building the country. Low key, potentially racist statement, given that I don't know who the guy is. Biden. Okay.
That's what I like about Tyler. He self-criticizes.
He's very honest.
He's a little self-crit. He's avoiding the struggle session.
Tus razones.
O sea, ha ayudado más a los latinos que
Okay. ¿Trump gusta a latinos o no?
No.
¿Presidente Biden o Trump este año?
Este año.
Biden. ¿Por qué? Trump.
No me gusta Biden, la política que está haciendo con Israel.
But I live in America.
Okay.
That could
The
mean
best country in the world. After Uruguay.
Second. Who are you voting for?
Oh, well, I tell you the truth. I don't know if I go for Donald Trump or I tell you the truth.
All right.
I don't like both.
Trump me parece un poco prepotente. No.
This is an accurate sample of the population, though. It's just this is Miami.
Yeah, more or less.
Like 75-year-old Latino men and women.
But somehow all the old people are still more like articulate than Biden is.
Yeah.
Like,
This guy's like naked.
he's awesome.
This is a naked old man, and he's like, Trump's a bit overbearing.
His cock's hanging out.
His hands in the side of his.
I love this guy.
No conozco interiormente cómo es la política. Conozco una persona de derecha.
Who are you leaning towards right now?
No, I'm waiting for see if I can beautiful girl to come in with me.
Mujer bonita.
Yes, exactly.
Who would you vote for?
Probably Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Trump.
As a TikTok voter,
Yeah.
dude, TikTok is so damaging sometimes. Yeah, like goddamn. Oh man.
Trump, you got to be sick to vote for Biden.
But I've seen a few things and I feel like he's more for the people and about change.
Okay.
Porque es liberal.
Okay.
Soy de Argentina y
comparto
los mismos ideales, pensamientos.
Okay. Do you think we'll see World War III if Biden gets reelected?
We are almost at the steps of World War III, thanks to Biden. So
You tell me.
Sure.
There were no wars, during.
There were no
Trump
wars famously
presidency.
under Trump.
Do you think Trump demands more respect?
There's no wars under Trump is like such an insane thing that I hear so frequently. It's like, dude, I don't know what to tell this person. Like, you are so stupid. Like, there's World War III, Miami would be hit first. Oh my God. Okay, don't sell it to me. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn.
Globally?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's trying to make America great again. I believe he's going to.
Okay.
I feel he was the best president we had. He had his, troubles and stuff like that, but you talk about a guy who got balls, ain't afraid of nobody. That's the type of president I want, man. When he was in office, dude, everybody was working.
I mean, can you tell me the difference between a Republican and a Democrat?
You tell me.
I mean, I heard the Republicans, they get richer and they worry about changing more laws, and the Democrats focus more on being scientists and changing the world more and focus on the planet versus laws.
And I know Trump is pretty much the same age as him, but Trump's like a young 78, 79, wherever he is, man. He's still got his mind, up there.
78.
He's just one of those characters that he's must-see TV, man.
Yeah.
And he makes things freaking happen, man. I love the guy, man.
Okay, this dude's opinion is identical to Alexa's. Like,
he makes things happen.
Yeah, verbatim, that's like Alexa's position.
I'm thinking that we should have a woman president.
Okay. As a young man, I don't know how old you are. Do you think you'll ever own land out here in the U.S.?
No, sir, because I realize being homeless, you're more free and you don't have to keep up with the bills, responsibilities of life. You can get help from people, and you see how many people help you when you choose to have.
Yeah. He just, dude, what do you mean? He just wants him to watch some Crypto Bro podcast so he can get his grind set going.
Yeah. Nothing and just have a good day.
I did not vote for anybody.
Okay. Why? Do you think it's a waste?
I don't think it's a waste per se, but I definitely feel that there is a large community of our youth that does think that way. And because of that, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay.
Well, what about you, though? What are your motivations? Like, I want to know.
Yeah. Nobody's going to judge you for being just happy and peace of mind all day, walking around, choosing to go where you want, catching any bus, getting help from anybody. In America, this is a dream to explore. So they get mad when they see us like to explore and we get to go where we want and people will help us along our journey. We're all meant to explore as human beings. And we don't stay in one spot. We all want to meet each other all around the world.
Who are you voting for president this year? No right answer.
No, there is a right answer.
But if he believes that, good on him. Like,
yeah.
Right? That would like.
Well,
That's
I mean,
the only way to survive homeless.
Yeah.
He is the person that Tyler puts in here to be like, see, homeless people want to be homeless.
Yeah.
Which is
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah. Which is a consistent. It is a consistent attitude that he regularly pumps in his homelessness videos, which are all of his videos. So
Very wrong, guys.
What is it?
Biden.
¿Por qué?
Porque da más oportunidades a los migrantes que pueden venir a aportar aquí cosas buenas.
Why are you guys voting for Trump?
The economy.
Okay.
The border. And this current guy can
I just love that naming.
couldn't run his way out of a paper bag.
Okay.
I like Trump because of flag, city,
water.
Under Trump, we had a capital city.
The border. The border of Florida is beaming with migrants.
Why?
Why not? I mean, it was a mess 4 years ago, so.
Is your wallet in the gutter right now? Is it feeling empty? What's going on?
No. Actually, I'm doing pretty well. It's just that I just don't like Biden.
Okay.
And I actually voted for him.
Okay. Do you regret that decision?
I do.
Who are you voting for, Trump or Biden? You said they're going to kill him?
They're going to kill him.
When?
Because this bitch is too bad.
Wins, dude.
Why not just not let him win the election in the first place? Just rig it.
Because people will get freaked out. Because he was a good president.
Okay, so we got to maintain the illusion of a working democracy and then kill him.
Look what they did to Kennedy.
Sure.
Yeah, one guy is the president for the millionaires, and another guy is the president for the people.
Okay.
And pro-union. And I'm retired from a union.
So I'm guessing it's Biden.
Yes, I'm voting for Joe.
Okay, do you think he'll win?
One legitimate reason to
I
vote
think
for
so.
Biden.
Yeah.
What else is top of mind as a voter?
Democracy?
Democracy. Do you think Trump is a threat to democracy?
Yes.
Yeah.
He tried to do a coup d'etat on January 6th.
Okay.
And he didn't succeed. If we go through the thing again, he may have learned a couple of lessons and he may succeed.
Okay.
And then it's the end of the United States.
I'm a Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL.
Thank you for service.
You can take somebody out. I can take somebody out with the 50 caliber 6 miles away. I'll take you.
We need
6 miles away.
We need the valor theft guys to check in on this dude.
Do
Okay.
you use 50 cal to kill people? Surely not.
Yeah, no. People have done, like, who is that Canadian guy who did like the longest confirmed kill in history? That guy used a 50 cal.
And what the man just
exploded
turned to jelly.
Yeah,
This is unnecessary.
I mean, I do like the way that he's talking about it. It sounds like you're just assigned one gun for your entire time in the SEALs, and they're like, "This is your class. You can don't ask about changing it, okay?
Yeah.
You're the 50 cal guy forever."
He spec'd into it, dude.
Oh, I'll take out me. Anybody? Oh, I'd rather kill a person.
Guys.
Yeah.
Damn. We're asking people who
Just
they're
like, can't
voting
wait
for
till they
president.
can kill you.
He was telling us he thinks the CIA is going to kill Trump.
Possible.
Yeah?
They'll do anything.
Okay. Are you concerned for America right now?
Absolutely.
In what ways?
Like, come on, explore that question further. Like, please, for me, I want to know, like, why would they kill Trump?
Yeah.
Like, why would the CIA assassinate Trump, dude? Oh man, the CIA famously hates deregulation.
One of the first things he did when he became president was go to the CIA and was like, he had that speech where he's like, guess who can do whatever they want now?
Yeah.
No rules for you guys.
Oh yeah, he had like every agency. He brought them together, didn't he? And then did a speech.
He did some like intelligence consolidation, but yeah, it was like, yeah, early in 2017, he made his speech like all.
3 of the top 5 long kill shots are made by Canadians. Says
Okay, we get it.
Canadian succubus.
I think the number one might be an Aussie guy.
It makes sense
no.
it's Canada and Australia. We're so far away from everything.
Really have to angle that one.
Yeah, it's like the Wanted movie.
Tell me.
Border.
What happens if he doesn't win? How does the country look?
It's done.
It's done?
It's
People
done.
saying
Who do you think the
yes.
CIA will kill next?
Trump. He's done.
Is he playing an unwinnable game with a force that's too powerful to be messed with?
It's inevitable.
We'll go to Muscle Beach real quick. Might be a place to get thwacked at, but question, man. You speak English?
It's
A Ukrainian took the throne last November.
Ukrainian
Yeah.
at 3.8 kilometers.
Yeah, 2.3 miles.
That is nuts.
Vyacheslav Kowalski, sniper
Oh, do you
distance.
think that say it happened and then they were like, all right, get it. That's a good one. Get out the
Measure it,
tape, boys.
The longest one ever was 2.8 kilometers, and this guy said 6 miles. Like, that's, I mean, when you lie, go big.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then he immediately tried to kill the guy he lied to. So I could kill you right now.
You from here? From where? U.S.?
U.S.?
Yep. You good?
Yeah.
European,
What?
we are
Why
terrified.
Include that. He
Trump,
so much.
yeah.
Someone's off their face.
Because
Someone
he
just
thinks
keep their
that America first. and the political
prick.
Yeah.
Our European allies have every reason to fear Trump. The Western alliance wouldn't survive another Trump term. Yeah, he's going to abolish NATO, dude. Watch out.
international policy is.
Isn't that funny that, like, I mean, I brought this up the other day, but like Trump's one thing with NATO was like he just wants more money from the European partners, which is like, you know, when the protection racket wants to make more money. And like Biden has continued that policy. It's not like they swapped it.
It's also like them giving them money is such a backwards thing. He doesn't understand like NATO is a projection of American power. Like
I
they're
know,
doing
but
America a service.
I know, but like when you know,
He's like, you should pay more for
when
our-
the mafia is not making as much money, you go back to the vendors and you're like, give me more money now, give me more money for the protection, or else we'll you up, or someone will you up. And Brandon has continued that foreign policy as well. So like, what's up? Like, why are people crying about Donald Trump's policies on NATO?
Very restricted with Europeans and also the climate change. He don't believe in that.
Do you think the United States should take some notes and sort of prioritize what's going on here, or
yeah, that means an extra don't believe it.
Yeah.
The official Florida state policy now is like that climate change is man-made and fake, and it's really interesting to have that it's really interesting to push that like messaging bill when Florida is like just, you know, underwater.
Take a more international perspective. They're saying think global, think Europe.
You have to fix your house first, right?
Sure.
And then help the others.
I think that Biden's going to do a better job keeping us out of major world conflicts and stuff. He just seems more rational.
Do you like the fact that we're funding wars overseas, let's say in Ukraine and Israel?
I hate that, bro. Okay. I hate that with a passion. I got goosebumps even thinking about that.
That pissed you off a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, it did, bro.
So you said he's American first. As an American president, do you think he should be American first?
We have to think globally.
Okay.
We cannot think locally because we have just one planet and just one world.
I have very strong feelings about
that guy's a climate change activist.
Women's right to choose because I've come across.
Oh my God, that's the first. I think he hasn't really talked to a lot of women, to be fair. I just realized because I was like, yeah, no one has brought up abortion yet. And it's because it's like one of the 3 women that he talked to. The other women were always like next to their husbands.
Schizophrenic. Homeless.
The only non-schizophrenic women who weren't next to their husbands were those women who like weren't from America. But, like,
one of the other women was pro-abortion. The one who said he's going to bring all the Jews back to life.
Can you count that?
Women, you know, who have given birth that shouldn't have. And I think that needs to be between a woman and her doctor, and the government should not be involved in that at all.
Are you guys voting for Biden or Trump this year?
Trump.
Trump? Why?
Biden.
Biden and Trump. Okay, we got split.
Not sure. Probably Trump.
Trump. Okay, you think you'll win?
Hopefully. I know my money hopes so.
Okay.
Trump.
Trump?
Trump.
Why?
Oh, he's locking on the furry vote. Let's go.
Are these guys
for real? I think they're just promo workers.
Yeah. What about you?
I think it's funnier to think that they're actually furries.
So we all out here, we gotta vote for our buddy all out here on Trump, you know, cause free beer, I don't care. Woo woo!
Go Trump!
Okay. Will he win?
Depends if we have another coup.
To the chains of Biden's son going to jail.
It's Biden, Trump.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really have too much political views, but I was about to give this to a homeless man, but you can have it if you want it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is why America's
always
great.
fucking
Right,
us.
guys?
Who are you voting
So what does the blue capital of one of the reddest states in America, Austin, Texas, think?
A small blue droplet in a sea of red. I'm guessing this place
A
is feeling
small
pretty
blue
California.
droplet in a sea of red. Austin's population size is massive.
Why
Like,
does this video have to be 45 minutes? It's just him going to cities and being like, I expected everyone to be Joe Biden's slave, but some of them aren't voting for him.
Well, it's 45 minutes because YouTube privileges it. He's just he's a businessman.
Yeah. I just mean like
Making money.
artistically, it does not need to be this long. It's very like, I don't know. His videos give me the feeling of like being stuck on a tarmac.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like the last one we watched with like the city that banned police, he spent probably like a third of that video just interviewing black Israelites. Just like with no goal. Just
you totally know, like this video, he didn't plan this video out. He was like, I'm going to go to this town to interview homeless people. Then he just did this along the way and then made a compilation as like a money grab.
It's pretty
probably
it's pretty impressive personally because like we don't film enough.
We don't do it.
You know, yeah. If I could do 2 videos at once, fuck.
Amazing.
yeah, when we film stuff together, you don't even upload it.
Everyone hates you. I don't want to be affiliated.
You know why he told you he lost the footage?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Good day. We'll see. It's still Texas, of course. Who are you voting for president this year? Oh, damn.
I don't like either one of them. I think Biden's too old. I think Trump's too biased and bigoted. So right now I'm looking at the independent.
Trump. For my age, I'm a traditionalist.
Okay.
Close the border, get interest rates and inflation down where they belong, and bring prosperity back to America.
Okay. What are we talking here? RFK Jr.? Is that what you're thinking?
That he's the least of the bad ones. I don't know. I would probably, between Trump and Biden, lean towards Trump more. Better vice president.
What are your thoughts on Kamala Harris?
She does.
Interestingly enough, it seemed like a good amount of people have simply opted out of the entire democracy. They seem to think their vote did not matter.
Are you guys voting for president this year?
Oh, I'm probably not voting.
Okay, all right. You feeling cynical?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people are losing faith in the democratic system. The vote means nothing.
I'm gonna vote for Biden.
Okay, why?
Because I really don't like the other guy. Well, I don't love Biden either, but not gonna vote for a convicted felon.
I can't vote for
Why not?
Trump
Why?
because he's a horrible person.
Yeah.
And he's a felon. He's in it for himself. He's a narcissist.
Let me put it this way. I don't
Americans are such simpletons on that front. They're just like, he's a felon. It's over. It's like,
It is shockingly effective with people.
dude, I know.
Like, why do you care?
It's also the coolest thing.
Yeah.
That, like, you can like literally run for president from jail. You can't vote in jail for most states, but like you can run for president, which I think is cool. I stand by that for sure.
think Trump's gonna win because Biden is the only one they can control.
Okay, they want a puppet.
They want a puppet.
And who is they? The CIA? The deep state? What does that mean? You think he's too old? Just too mentally incompetent?
You're never too old. I just think he's overwhelmed, you know.
Brain spread? Slightly?
Slightly. Okay, we'll go with that.
All right. Well, I guess last question. Who do you think will win?
I'm praying for Biden because I don't know. The whole world is watching this.
Yeah.
And the whole world is terrified. Russia and China and North Korea all signing pacts that they're going to help each other. Trump is in Putin's back
It's
pocket.
true. Oh, wow. Discounting the North Korean treaty. That's
Yeah, no, you're right. I take it back.
Yeah,
you got
that's-
me.
that's
It's a
insane.
momentous occasion.
whose
and,
artillery shells are currently blowing up the grayest villages known to man. Okay, North Korea, that's right. They're doing the damn thing. They're putting themselves back on the map big time. And South Korea, to be fair. Yeah, South Korea is supplying Ukraine and North Korea is supplying Russia.
You voting for president this year?
Trump.
Don't care.
I don't know. I feel like it's a lose.
Where are you from?
Australia.
What are your thoughts on American politics?
I'm glad that Trump's not there because I honestly find
He's
all
South
the
African.
important values like being respectful, not being racist, having integrity, being truthful from what he says on Twitter and what we found out through various investigations. Doesn't look like he upholds any of those values.
Yeah, I'm voting for Biden. He has done a lot of good policies. He's kept us out of most of the worldwide inflation. I know he's very old. He's also very wise. I trust him.
What are your thoughts on Trump?
He would like to destroy the country and make a lot of money.
Oh, hey. Who are you voting for president this year?
Trump. Joe Biden, because I think he's been doing a fine job.
Biden's done a terrible job in the past 4 years.
So you asked me who we voting for?
Oh, he's doing it
yes,
again. That was the question.
Yeah, we're voting for Christ.
He loves these guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who we vote for. Yeah, because we already have a king. So we're not voting for anyone because our king.
Dude, Black Israelites stage ripping though. Like they have the coolest fits, dude. They do. They always dress like Mortal Kombat characters. It's so sick. I would interview them too,
true.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like they're the coolest guys that you're gonna ask questions
He
to.
died 2,000 years ago.
I mean, he's not competent. He's lost motor skills. He's not a true leader. He doesn't stand up and command the nation. So I think a lot of people have lost faith in him.
So we don't care about what's happening here because America is going to fall. It's just like every other empire. Every great empire before all failed. Assyria was a great empire. Babylon was a great empire. Greece was great. Rome was.
All run by Black Israelites. Famously.
Rome split up into 10 toes. And then now you're looking at America, and America is great, but it's going to fall.
What are your thoughts on the concept of a two-party system in the U.S. and independents having little to no chance, it seems?
The two-party system swings left and then swings right. You make progress for a set period of time, and then somebody else comes in and reverses all of that.
Sure.
So I'm surprised that we can't make progress and then subsequent person just leads off of that progress while bringing in new ideas. And across 50 years, you're not seeing the same issues at hand. You're seeing new issues that develop as a result of the progress that you've made.
Am I welcome
What you
in
want
your
is
Christ kingdom?
that's what you
Yeah, he's right. He wants this one party, one communist party directive, dude. Broad mandate, popular mandate.
I want democracy where nothing changes.
No, that's what he wants. Oh, I'm sorry.
Plans.
I didn't realize CCP was so bad and so wrong.
In your Christ kingdom. Yes, you are. That's what I just got to.
He's gonna be a slave, right?
Absolutely. You will as well.
I don't make up the rules.
Why are we not brothers? Because God didn't make us equals. We're not the same. Just because.
Dude, I love these guys. They're so sick. Okay, I'm sold.
You're lesser.
You made a black guy, something from a white guy, but we're still brothers and we're still on Earth together, trying to get along.
Shut up. Shut up, slave.
Yeah, except you're a slave.
Yeah.
At what point did he say these people
He's getting on his knees. He knows his position.
are going to be slaves?
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
But what did the capital of America, Washington, D.C., home to Joe Biden and the January 6th riot, think about who should lead this country?
There's not a lot of choice. I guess I'll have to vote for this guy.
Biden?
Yeah, I'll vote for
Biden. Trump's an asshole. Okay. What do you not like about Trump? What is this for? How you doing, man?
Tyler Oliveira. Let's go.
We're just talking to people. How you doing, man? Hey, who are you voting for this year? We're talking to the folks.
I gotta still put some thought into it before I make a final decision.
Who are we thinking thus far?
I'm leaning towards Joe Biden.
Are you an American?
No.
You're an American.
Wait, he's a Tyler Oliveira fan who's voting for Joe Biden?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like what?
I feel like his audience doesn't really engage that hard with anything. It's just like nice to see zombies. Get a bit scared.
Yeah.
It's like a spooky movie.
American, who would you vote for?
Biden.
Biden? Why?
Because, in Denmark, we're socialists. So,
Wait, I thought Denmark said that to Bernie Sanders did not call it socialist anymore. That's what I thought was going on in that last video we watched the other day.
Democrats definitely more like the Danish people.
Some of his policies align more with like what I'm thinking, abortion,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Would you like to share?
I don't answer a question like that volunteering.
Who do you think will win?
I know that.
Who?
I don't have to tell you that.
All right.
Biden.
Why?
Biden.
Can you explain?
Biden.
We can't go back to who the Republican nominee is. It seems like a really crazy, unfathomable option. So
In what ways?
what comes out of my head is that it seems crazy that we can listen to the news and that we're talking about the Republican nominee and also talking about his sentencing, his felonies, and all of the above in the same sentence. It just seems like really crazy.
How is Trump a threat to democracy, in your opinion?
He wants to get rid of all of women's rights, which is scary. He wants to get rid of all minority rights. He wants to be a dictator. And he's just mean.
Okay. Who are you guys voting for?
I'm voting for Joe Biden. I am also voting for Joe Biden. And 3 for 3, I'm voting for Joe Biden.
Okay, 3 for 3. Why?
Because he does not hate women like Trump does.
Okay.
I think he deserves everything he got.
Would your opinion change if Donald Trump did not pay for sex and was not a convicted felon?
No, he's in D.C.
So beyond the felon status, so what else drives you to not like Trump?
Well, it just seems like he has a deep hatred for anyone who's not for the wealthy white American.
And then adds the link, but it doesn't even feel like that. Like we've watched hour-long videos and paused and commented.
Yeah,
they felt way shorter than this. It drags so much. Like there's a metaphysical quality where he makes me feel like I'm in an airport. Like I feel like every time he opens his mouth, I feel like I'm in front of him.
Okay, well, don't worry. We're gonna get to a master. We're gonna get to a master in his craft in a second.
I can't wait to see Johnny Harris spin the block.
30 minutes in and out. He's gonna learn how to shoot a gun, and he's gonna defend Japan.
He looks so hard.
Dude. Yeah,
like,
he looks hot.
Dude, he's with all the guys from the Daidoji faction that made a deal with Kiryu.
Yeah.
They're like, you're an even better agent than Jordio.
All right, we can skip the rest of it. I suspect
Stevie
it's
has
gonna...
a summary at the end. Maybe like
I would like to know his thoughts on
yeah.
wonderful travel.
And within the restrictions of the council that they were armed and they're cares.
Now, lastly, I'm curious. Comment below who you'll
off.
Oh,
no, he doesn't.
Dude.
Yeah. That's my least favorite thing that YouTube guys do, where they ask a question that like no one is interested in. Just to like jog their metrics.
That makes me so mad. Let's get to a goat. Okay, a master in the craft.